Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. I am doing a 2 a.m. late night gym sesh at Athletica. I'm really excited for this. I haven't taken my creatine yet. This is just plain old creatine. I already took some pre-workout. My favorite energy drink right now is Prime. Prime, please sponsor me. I'm about to take some creatine. One scoop is like... For real? No, seriously, I got you. Wait, the Instagram for this is Athletica, right?
Yeah, athletica.hf.
Okay, cool. I got you. Okay, bye. All right, so as you can see here, I got me my 5 grams of creatine, and I like taking creatine before my workout because I don't know, it's kind of like it makes me want to lift really heavy, or it makes me feel like I can lift really heavy because creatine really does help you with that. But you have to drink your water. Like, you have to be drinking at least this much water a day, or I would say even more than this, like this and a half. Then you just save, because creatine in women, especially, like for me, when I started taking creatine every single day in 5 grams, I started noticing it's like weird. Like when I would pee, it would like hurt, but like not bad, but it would feel like it's like constricted. So like it's just weird. So make sure you drink your water. And I know that was because I was only drinking like a bowl of water a day while taking 5 grams of creatine. So that's a little crazy. But anyways, let's do the scoop. And for those of you wondering, creatine literally doesn't taste like anything. It's just it's like you're eating very fine sand. That's like the perfect way to explain the texture. Actually, no, now we are about to warm up. My friends are here, Kyle and Jaquan. So you guys may see them coming in the video, motivating me, because you know, as a girl, you can't be at the gym at 2 a.m. by yourself now. That's crazy. So I had to come bring my friends out. But I'm about to get into this warm-up and bring you guys with me. Okay, so come with me to stretch. I do both static stretches and I do dynamic stretches, but here is more of a static stretch. I'm just strengthening and stretching my inner thighs just to make sure everything is good, because my inner thighs tend to get super tight whenever I'm doing heavy legs. So just to prevent that, I like to open them up. I also like to stretch the back of my hamstrings and my quads, make sure that they're ready for a great leg day. And now I'm just switching to some mobility stretches, because those are super important, and make sure that every single part of your leg is working and ready to go. And here I also warm up my arms, actually, because every single part of your body is going to be used to squat. So you have to make sure that you are warming up every part of you. And here I am just furthering my stretches on my inner thigh. I just put an emphasis on it because, I don't know, my friend had an inner thigh injury and he simply has had it for so long. So I don't want the same thing to happen to me, but there's me drinking my Prime and continuing to stretch. I do stretch intuitively, so like whatever part of my body just feels tight, I just go ahead and stretch it. Those ones are definitely my favorite. I learned them from a football player and I haven't stopped doing them. That's more of a static stretch anyways, but still it helps me out to get the job done. So I hope you guys can follow along, and I'll list the stretches down below in the description so that you guys can also look it up and do it too. So this exercise is still a part of the warm-up. These are hip abductors, adductors, not abductors. So this is focusing on the inner thigh muscle, and I just do these honestly until I feel warm. I don't do it to where I feel like I'm straining. I put an emphasis on warming up my inner thighs because, like I said, I am very scared of having an injury, so I just make sure that it's as warm as possible before I start squatting. Moving on, I'm doing some hip abductors because squats do place a huge emphasis on my glutes, and I want to make sure that my glutes are as warm as possible to make sure that I can carry the heavy load that I'm doing. I am doing quite an intense squat day today, so I need to be able to do this accordingly. Now for the warm up, I'm just squatting with the bar, making sure that my form is correct, practicing my breathing, everything that I need. I'm going through a checklist in my head, making sure I hit all those points. So once I feel good about what I'm doing, I'll go up in weight. I normally start with a bar and then a 45, but for today, for some reason, my inner thighs were just killing me. Like, not super bad, but I haven't been recovering accordingly. Like, you really need to stretch after an intense workout, and I literally would just stop what I'm doing and then go home, and that's like the worst thing that you could possibly do. But here I am squatting with a 25, just trying to warm up my inner thighs as much as possible because I'm not tearing it, and that's that. But anyways, look at my form. This is what my form needs to look like when I squat heavy weight. I do tend to bring it all the way back. I don't lock all the way, but still my squat with heavy weight doesn't look like that sometimes. But anyways, now I'm doing the 45, still practicing the same checkpoints, breathing, form is proper, slow and controlled all the way to the top. My knees are turned out, my stance is narrow, all of that just going through my head. So I want to show you, I did this weight, which is the weight that I'm going to do throughout the workout for one, and look what I did, y'all. I hit the safety bar. This can very much happen to you, but it's all about maintaining control, not panicking, and seeing what you can do in that moment to prevent yourself from further injury. You have to be smart. I'm very disappointed in myself for doing this, but this is a realistic thing that can happen to anybody. So please be careful when you squat. Now we're getting to the technical part of things. This is the working set of 4 sets of 5 tempo pause squats. So I like a high bar squat. I do 3 steps back. I like my feet turned out. I like a narrow stance, and I am pausing for an exhale at the very bottom of the squat, and then slow and controlled back up and down. There's very little break in between each rep. It's just go, go, go. And this is a very heavy weight for me to do, but I'm still controlling it. Also, I'm making sure that my butt is not winking. I am arching my back to make sure that I have the best form possible. Moving on, we have the pendulum squat for 4 sets of 12, and the last set is a drop set. So getting into the technical part of things, I like my feet turned out and placed in a higher placement so that it is more quad targeted. I am doing it slow and controlled all the way to the bottom as far as it can, and then going to the top. But I am stopping at the point of tension. I do not lock my knees. Please do not lock your knees when you get all the way to the top. It's so important. Now you will feel the burn by the 4th rep. As you can see there, it was killing me. By the end of it, I wanted to be done. Now, this drop set that I'm talking about is you want to put on as much heavy weight as you can. Go for as many reps as you can, and once you reach to that failure mark, you're going to drop the weight. And there, I reached a failure point. At that point, my friend came off, took off the weight. You can take it off yourself if you don't have a friend, of course. And I proceeded to go with another weight. This was just a 25, and I went until failure for that as well. After the squats, my legs were already dead, and this just was icing on the cake. I could not get up after that one. It was so incredibly hard, but I loved it. Next up is Bulgarian split squats for 4 sets of 12. I did make my own little Bulgarian split squat area. So I took a bar and then a pad. My feet are going to rest on here. But do not do this with just the bar because you are going to injure your feet so bad. So just get yourself a little pad. And alternatively, you can use like a hamstring curl machine and put your foot on top of it. But I just wanted to show you my foot placement here. So my foot is kind of hooking the pad. You can use a thicker pad if you want, and I'm kind of just jumping into place, turning my feet out ever so slightly, and putting the weight on the opposite side. So if you're doing your left foot, then the weight should be on your right hand side, and going down and up. So that you guys can see exactly what I'm doing, I am leaning more forward so that it's targeting my glutes. It's still going to target the quads and hamstrings, but it's like mainly glutes for this one since I am leaning forward and making sure that my split is deep. And I love a deep split because it targets the glutes just even more. I know this is a leg day, but I like to throw these in here because, again, it just works. And I've noticed it's such an improvement in my strength from doing these. By the way, I just want to say that you do need to do these slow and controlled and breathe. They hurt, but it's worth it. And then you're going to do the same on the other side. I do like to do a safety test of just doing it without any weight just to make sure I have the position correctly and I'm feeling it in the correct muscle and focusing most importantly on mind to muscle connection. So as you can see there, it's the same concept as the other leg, just down and up, making sure that I feel it, keep the tension, leaning forward, having my chin tucked, having a neutral spine. And as you can see, my back leg isn't really moving. It's really my front leg. It's almost like you're doing a split. So make sure that you're keeping the tension and you feel it throughout the entire workout. You may unsubscribe from me for suggesting this, but these are tempo leg extensions. So you're going to do as many as you can, and then once you cannot do anymore, you're going to start doing these half reps. So here I'm doing full reps, trying to pause as much as I can at the top and then slowly going all the way down to the bottom. You need to feel your muscle working each and every single rep. So here I'm trying to get to a failure, and I don't know what it is about these machines, but they burn way more than regular machines. And then here I reached failure, and now I'm doing the half reps. Trust me, they hurt even worse than the full reps. I despise them, but they work. So I got to a failure, but I felt like I could push myself even more and keep going, so I kept going. You can see me folding every single time because it hurt so bad. It hurt so bad. I was like shaking and everything. So yeah, this is the tempo. You're welcome. So this right here, I had recorded my second set, and I just want to show you guys like what a working set looks like for me during my second set, just because, like, why not? I'm doing the same thing, slow and controlled. And guys, if you don't have an accountability partner to go to the gym with you, find you some friends who are so determined to go to the gym every day and make you and push you to get your result that you want, because it helps out so much. Like, I go to the gym with Kyle, and oh my God, like, he's an amazing accountability partner. He's dedicated. He forces himself to go to the gym every single day, no matter what, and it pushes me to do the same. Like, you see him right there just helping me out, because I honestly could not get those reps in. It hurt so bad, I wanted to scream. This right here is my fatality set. So we're doing 10, 12, 14, and 16. Yes, we're going up in reps every single set, but we are decreasing the weight. So it should be just a little bit better for you. I don't care what those reps look like. Get it out. It needs to be 12, because even the half reps, you're still working your muscle. You're working your muscle at that failure point because it cannot fully extend, and that's okay. Like, the point of this workout is to get those reps in regardless of your form. Like, it just get it out. Get it out. And also, it was like 3 in the morning, so I feel like my energy came from that 3 a.m. high, but I was definitely exhausted throughout this workout. And as you can see here, I'm going to show you that it was legitimately 3:20 a.m. Like, it was crazy. And like I said before, I was in pain. You'll see me get up in a second because I'm just like, you know what, I really can't do this no more. I had to walk for my last rep. So after gathering myself for 5 seconds, I sat myself back down, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to get through this. Honestly, I was just trying to push it out as much as I could because it just hurts so bad. I was going to full extension instead of half reps for this one because obviously it's lighter. So I just felt like, I'm like, okay, you know what? If I could just get through this, then I'll be done. I could not make it to 20, but I really pushed through. I really tried hard, and yeah, it hurts. It burns. Even though I suck at this workout, I've really begun to enjoy it. It's Nordic hamstring curls for 4 sets of 8, and the point is to try to control yourself going down and try to control yourself going back up as well. I don't have any strength to bring myself up like on my own. Like, that's incredibly difficult, but soon one day I'm going to work up to get to that point. But so far I have pretty good control going down. I just wish it was a lot more controlled because some people can go all the way down and all the way back up, no hands. So that's crazy. But for you, make sure that your hips are pressed forward. You can have a friend just hold onto your feet if they don't have this machine. So it's really great just for strengthening, stabilizing, and helping you control all of those muscle groups, which is so essential for every single leg workout. Like, these are definitely a finisher and definitely a killer. As you can see on my last couple of reps, I was struggling. Like, this was maybe the 4th set and I just simply could not. Lastly, we have single leg hamstring curls on both legs for 12, and then you're going to superset that with regular hamstring curls. So as you can see there, the weight wasn't right for me, so I decided to go down because it's really difficult on this. So I went ahead and did my 12 reps, and then after that I just went over to the other side. Actually, my left leg is a lot more stronger than my right leg, so I do need to work on my right leg strength because it's crazy to me how my left leg is so much stronger. And then I just cut, just for the sake of time, and there I am just doing regular hamstring curls. So I do like a full extension on these. Make sure you're lightly tapping the back of your thigh and extending to where you feel the point of tension and then going back up. And that is all, guys. I wish you the best of luck on this workout if you're going to try it out. Full workout details are in description, and I'll see you next time here on Celestri Fit.